Hello, my lovely friends. I'm here to make you a better person. My goal is simple: to teach you, to guide you, and to help you become your best version. And today's lesson is going to change your life, because in this video we are talking about something so powerful, so important, that if you understand it today, your life will never be the same again. Everyone watching this video, I want you to have unlimited money, unlimited success, unlimited freedom. I want you to wake up every morning feeling powerful, confident, and in control of your life. Because let me tell you the truth, money is not just paper. Money is not just numbers in a bank account. Money is the air you breathe in this world. Money is the pillow you sleep on at night. Money is the glass of water you drink when you're thirsty. Money is the food on your plate, the roof over your head, the freedom to live life on your terms. And today, I am going to show you how to get it. But first, let me ask you a question. Are you really ready for success? Because success is not for lazy people. Success is not for excuse makers. Success is not for people who say, "I'll do it tomorrow." Success is for action takers. Success is for people who are hungry for more. Success is for those who are ready to fight for their dreams. And if that's you, then congratulations, because today is the beginning of your new life. So make sure you watch this video till the end, take notes, absorb every word, apply what you learn. I upload videos every single day to make sure you stay motivated, stay focused, and stay on the path to success. So hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications, and let's begin, because today's lesson is going to be the most powerful lesson you have ever heard. Let's go. Part 1: The difference between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. Poor people save, rich people invest. Poor people always think, I will save this much money this month, and next month I will save more. But what happens? They never get rich. Because saving money will never make you rich. Money sitting in a bank is losing value every day due to inflation. Imagine two friends, A and B, earns $1,000 and saves $500 every month. He believes that one day his savings will make him rich. B earns $1,000 and invests $500 every month in learning new skills, starting a small business or buying assets. Who do you think will be rich after 5 years? Of course B, because he understands that money should work for him, not just sit in a bank. Rich people multiply their money. Poor people store their money. To poor people blame, rich people take responsibility. Poor people say the government is corrupt, that's why I am poor. Rich people are lucky, that's why they are rich. If I had rich parents, I would also be successful. Excuses. Rich people, on the other hand, never blame anyone. They take full responsibility for their lives. If they fail, they learn. If they lose money, they try again. Do you know that most billionaires today were once broke? Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage. Elon Musk was in debt before Tesla became a success. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. Did they sit and blame the government, their family, or their luck? No, they took responsibility and made things happen. If you keep blaming others, you will stay poor forever. Period. 3. Poor people fear taking risks. Rich people embrace risks. Poor people say, what if I fail? What if I lose money? What if people laugh at me? And because of this fear, they never start anything. They live in their small, safe comfort zone. Rich people take risks. They understand that failure is a part of success. For example, a lion that stays in a cage never hunts and never grows strong. A lion in the jungle fights, hunts, and becomes the king. Are you living in a cage, or are you ready to fight? For poor people work for money. Rich people make money work for them. Poor people work 9 to 5 their whole lives depending on a salary. The moment they stop working, they stop earning. Rich people build systems that make money for them. They invest in real estate, businesses, stocks and assets that generate money even when they sleep. Imagine two people. Person A earns $5,000 a month but spends all his money on rent, shopping and unnecessary things. Person B earns $5,000 but buys a rental property that gives him $500 passive income every month. In 10 years, who will be rich? Person B, because he understood the power of making money work for him. 5 poor people focus on entertainment. Rich people focus on education. Poor people spend hours watching Netflix, YouTube, and scrolling on social media. Waste weekends drinking and partying. Complain that they don't have time to learn. Rich people read books, listen to podcasts, and take courses, learn new skills that can make them more money, and spend their time networking with successful people. Do you know how many books the average CEO reads in a year? 50 books. The average person, less than 5. Now you tell me who will be successful. So why are you not rich? Because your mindset is keeping you poor. Not your family, not your government, not your education, it's your thinking. If you keep doing what you have always done, you will stay exactly where you are. So what's the solution? You don't need a degree. You don't need rich parents. You don't need to be lucky. You just need to change your mindset. Part 2: Rich versus Poor Mindset. The truth nobody tells you. Let me ask you something. Do rich people and poor people look different? Same hands, same legs, same lungs, same heart, same body. So why does one person make millions while another struggles for basic needs? Because of their software, their mindset. A poor mindset is like an old, broken operating system. It keeps crashing. It slows you down. It fills your brain with viruses, fear, doubt, excuses. A rich mindset, it's like the latest, fastest, most powerful software. It runs on vision, discipline, and patience. And that, my friend, is the difference between those who win and those who lose in life. Poor people think about today. Rich people think about 10 years later. Imagine 2 farmers. Farmer A wakes up every day and says, I need food today, so he picks whatever fruit or vegetable he finds and eats it. Farmer B thinks, I need to plant seeds that will grow into big trees in 10 years. So he works every day, but he sees no results for a long time. Who will be better off after 10 years? Farmer B. This is exactly how rich people and poor people think. Poor people, I want money now. They look for jobs that pay them instantly. Rich people, I will invest my time, effort, and money today, even if I see nothing for years. A business takes 5 to 10 years to grow. In those years, revenue might be 0, but after 10 years, millions, billions. Imagine you are given a choice, $1 million right now, or a single penny that doubles every day for 30 days. Most people will choose $1 million. But here's the truth. That penny becomes $5.3 million in just 30 days. This is how rich people think. They delay gratification for bigger rewards later. To poor people say, investing is impossible. Rich people say, how can I invest? Poor people fear investing money. Poor people only believe in physical work. Poor people only think about how much they can earn today. Ask a poor person to invest $100 in a book, an online course, or a new skill. They will say, are you crazy? $100 is too much. But ask them to spend $100 on a weekend party, expensive shoes, or the latest iPhone, of course. Life is short. Enjoy. This is why they stay poor. Meanwhile, rich people invest in knowledge, skills, and businesses that can make them money even while they sleep. Poor people think investing is risky. Rich people think not investing is risky. Which one are you? Part 3. Poor people want to look rich. Rich people want to be rich. 1. Rich versus poor. Mindset right now. Someone out there is making millions while you are still struggling. Right now, someone is building their empire while you are busy complaining about your salary. Right now, someone is using other people's time, skills, and money to get richer while you are still working alone like a fool. Let me tell you the truth nobody dares to tell you. You will never become rich if you keep working the way you do now. You will never be free if you keep doing everything yourself. You will never reach the top if you don't learn how the rich play the game. And today I'm going to break it all down for you. The biggest difference: rich people don't work alone. Poor people do everything themselves. Let's talk about a construction worker and a business owner. The construction worker wakes up at 5 a.m., goes to work, sweats all day, earns a daily wage, and comes home exhausted. The business owner never lifts a single brick, never picks up a hammer, never works under the sun. But who makes more money? The business owner. Why? Because he understands leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is using other people's time, skills, and resources to multiply your results. A construction worker uses only his own time and effort, one person. A business owner uses the time and effort of 100, 1,000, or even 10,000 workers. And that's why the rich get richer. McDonald's is $1 billion company. Does the CEO cook burgers? No. Amazon is $1 trillion company. Does Jeff Bezos pack your orders? No. Rich people don't do the work. They build the system that does the work. This is where poor people fail. Poor people want to do everything themselves. Poor people are scared to delegate work. Poor people don't trust anyone else, and that's why they are stuck. To how to get rich: stop doing everything yourself. Start outsourcing. What is outsourcing? Outsourcing means paying others to do the work for you so that you can focus on bigger things. Imagine you start a business designing logos. A poor person will think, I will design the logos myself because I don't want to spend money on freelancers. A rich person will think, I will hire freelancers to design the logos while I focus on getting more clients. Who will grow faster? The rich person, because he is not trading his time for money. He's using other people's time to make money. Here's the truth. If you are doing everything alone, you are not a business owner. You are just a worker in your own business. Rich people don't work in their business. They work on their business. 3. The $10 versus $11,000 rule. Stop wasting your time. Let me ask you a question. Would you spend 10 hours doing a job that pays you $10 per hour? Or would you spend 1 hour on a job that makes you $1,000 per hour and pay someone else $10 to do the small tasks? Smart people understand this simple rule. If something is worth $10 an hour, delegate it. If something is worth $11,000 an hour, focus on that. This is how rich people multiply their income. For example, an employee spends 8 hours a day doing small, repetitive tasks. An entrepreneur spends 8 hours a day hiring people, creating new income streams, and investing. One will be stuck at $50,000 a year. The other will make millions. Which one are you? For you can't be rich if you think small. Stop being afraid of growth. Poor people fear spending money on help. Rich people invest. Invest money in buying time. This is why small business owners struggle their entire lives. A small shop owner will say, "I will do everything myself because I can't afford employees." A rich business owner will say, "I will hire employees so I can expand." One will stay small, the other will build an empire. Which one are you? 5. The real reason why you are not rich and how to fix it. Let's break it down. They think small. They work alone. They fear spending money on outsourcing. They never build systems that generate passive income. How rich people become rich. They think big. They delegate and outsource. They pay people to handle small tasks. They use leverage to multiply their money. They focus on investments that grow even while they sleep. Now look at your life and be honest. Are you working like a poor man? Are you afraid to invest? Are you wasting time doing $10 tasks instead of focusing on $1,000 ideas? Part 4. The mindset of the rich versus the poor. Listen carefully. This might be the most important thing you will ever hear about money, success, and life. Most people stay broke because they think life is unfair. Most people stay poor because they believe rich people are just lucky. Most people fail because they never learn the simple rules that create wealth. But here's the reality. The world doesn't care about your excuses. You can complain, you can cry, you can say life is hard. But the truth is, you are exactly where your choices have led you. And today I'm going to show you why some people win in life and others fail miserably. I will give you the raw truth. The truth that will shake you, wake you up, and push you to change your life. Let's get started. The power of win-win thinking. How the rich make everyone work for them. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that to win, someone else has to lose? If you do, you are already programmed to fail. Poor people think life is a competition. They believe, if I succeed, others will fail. If I get money, someone else will lose money. If my business grows, others will go out of business. This is the mindset of losers. Rich people think differently. They believe, if I win, others can win too. If I create value, I can make money while helping others. If my business grows, I can hire more people and give them opportunities. For example, the restaurant owner versus the street vendor. Imagine two people selling food. A street vendor works alone, makes $50 a day and competes with others for customers. A restaurant owner hires a chef, a manager, and waiters. Makes $5,000 a day and creates jobs for others. Who is thinking bigger? Who is creating a win-win situation? The restaurant owner. If you want to become rich, stop thinking about only yourself. Think about how you can create value for others. The more value you give, the more money you will make. The rule of continuous skill improvement. The secret of the ultra-wealthy. Let me ask you, are you learning new skills every single day? If not, you are slowly becoming useless. The world is changing. AI is coming. Automation is coming. Millions of jobs will disappear in the next few years. And if you are not learning new skills, you will be left behind. Rich people invest in skills. Poor people complain about their salary. And if you are not learning new skills, you will be left behind. Rich people invest in skills. Poor people complain about their salary. A poor person says, "I don't get paid enough." A rich person says, "I will learn skills that make me more valuable." For example, two people work at the same company. One spends his evenings watching TV. The other spends his evenings learning a new skill online. After a year, one gets fired and the other gets promoted. Who do you think becomes successful? It's not about luck. It's about who is constantly improving. The 1% rule. Why the rich get ahead every day. Let me tell you a secret. Success is not about big changes. It's about small improvements every single day. This is called the 1% rule. If you improve yourself by just 1% every day, in a year you will be 37 times better. If you do nothing, you will stay the same, or even worse, fall behind. For example, the gym versus the sofa. A poor-minded person says, "I don't have time for exercise." A rich-minded person says, "I will work out for just 10 minutes every day." After a year, the first person is out of shape, unhealthy and tired. The second person is strong, fit and full of energy. Success works the same way. Small, consistent actions create big results. The risk versus reward mindset. How the rich take calculated risks. Listen, if you never take risks, you will never grow. Poor people fear failure. Rich people understand that failure is part of the journey. Example, the two friends who wanted to start a business. Friend 1 says, "What if we fail?" Friend 2 says, "What if we succeed?" One stays stuck in his job. The other starts his business, learns from mistakes, and eventually makes millions. The biggest risk in life is doing nothing. If you don't take risks, you have already lost. The power of connections, your network is your net worth. If you surround yourself with broke people, you will stay broke. If you surround yourself with winners, you will become a winner. For example, the 5 friends theory. Jim Rohn once said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If your 5 closest friends are lazy, negative, and broke, guess what? You will be the 6th. If your 5 closest friends are smart, ambitious, and successful, you will also rise. Your environment shapes you, so choose wisely. The power of taking action. Stop wasting time. Start doing. I don't care how much you know. If you don't take action, you will never be successful. Most people watch videos, read books, and listen to advice but do nothing. Success is not about knowledge, it's about execution. For example, the 2 people who watched this video. One watches this and forgets everything in 10 minutes. The other writes down the lessons and starts applying them immediately. After a year, one is still struggling. The other is on his way to financial freedom. You now know what separates the rich from the poor. You now know how to change your mindset and take control of your future. But here's the truth. Most people will still do nothing. Most people will still find excuses. Most people will still complain about life. But you have a choice right now. Take action today or stay stuck forever. If you're serious about changing your life, apply everything I've told you. Start learning new skills. Start taking small actions daily. Start thinking big, taking risks, and surrounding yourself with winners. Part 5. The ultimate truth about success, money, and life. This is it, the final lesson, the lesson that will decide your future. After today, you will never think the same way again. After today, you will either change your life forever or stay exactly where you are. But listen carefully. Most people will ignore this message. Most people will go back to their normal lives. Most people will stay poor, stuck, and lost. But you have a choice today. Because in the next few minutes, I will reveal the ultimate truth about success, money, and life. truths that no one else will tell you. This is not just motivation, this is a wake-up call. Let's begin the rule. Your future is created today. Look at your life right now, the money you have, the job you do, the way you think. It is all because of decisions you made 5 years ago. And here's the truth. The decisions you make today will decide your life 5 years from now. If you are lazy, unmotivated, and wasting time, you will be the same or worse in 5 years. The "I deserve it" trap. Why poor people stay poor. Most people are broke because of one simple mistake. They reward themselves before they earn it. They buy expensive clothes with the cheap salary. They buy a new iPhone while struggling to pay rent. They take vacations with credit cards, living in debt. They tell themselves, "I deserve it." No, you don't deserve anything until you create wealth first. Imagine the rich man versus the employee. The rich man buys a Rolex only when his investments are making money. The poor employee buys a Rolex on credit just to show off. The rich man's money grows and multiplies. The poor man's money disappears into debt. The power of saying no. How the rich protect their time. Your time is your greatest asset, but poor people waste it on useless things. They say yes to watching endless YouTube videos, partying every weekend, gossiping about celebrities, helping others with their problems instead of fixing their own. Rich people say no to distractions. They say no to time wasters. They say no to negative people. They say no to anything that doesn't build their future. Imagine the billionaire versus the office worker. A billionaire schedules his day minute by minute, focusing on high-value work. An office worker wakes up late, spends 2 hours on Instagram, and wastes time on useless meetings. One controls his time, the other lets the world control him. Who do you think becomes successful? The pain versus pleasure rule. Why most people never succeed. Listen carefully. Most people fail because they chase pleasure and avoid pain. But success works the opposite way. The gym is painful, but it gives you a great body. Reading books is boring, but it gives you knowledge and power. Investing is hard, but it gives you financial freedom. Losers avoid pain. Winners embrace pain to grow stronger. The athlete versus the lazy guy. The athlete wakes up at 5 a.m., trains hard, and pushes through pain. The lazy guy wakes up at 10 a.m., scrolls his phone, and says, "I'll start tomorrow." One becomes successful, the other stays the same forever. Which one are you? The one skill away secret, the fastest way to get rich. Do you want to become rich fast? Here's the secret. You are one skill away from changing your life forever. Right now, you might feel stuck, but imagine if you learnt how to sell like a pro, how to invest money wisely, how to start a high-income business. With just one skill, your whole life can change. Example, the 2 employees who chose different paths. Employee 1 stays the same, complains about his salary, and never learns new skills. Employee 2 learns how to sell, quits his job, and starts making $50,000 a month. One stays stuck, the other becomes free. The truth about money. Why poor people never understand wealth. Let me tell you something that will shock you. Money is not real. It is just an idea, a tool, a game. Rich people learn how to play the money game. Poor people work for money without understanding it. Example, the chess player versus the pawn. A chess player sees the big picture, makes smart moves, and wins the game. A pawn moves blindly, follows orders, and gets sacrificed. Rich people think like chess players. Poor people think like pawns. After everything I've told you, are you going to take action or keep making excuses? Are you going to invest in yourself or keep wasting time? Are you going to change your life or stay exactly where you are? This is your moment, because after today you cannot say, "I didn't know." You know the truth now. You know why people stay poor. You know how the rich think differently. But the real question is, what will you do next? Will you wake up tomorrow and take action? Will you start building wealth, learning skills, and creating your future? Or will you stay the same and watch others succeed? The choice is yours. The next 5 years of your life start today. Now go and make it happen. This is the end of this series, but the beginning of your new life. I believe in you. Now go prove me right.